Hello everybody, welcome back to Mature Racing Club's Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship. We're at Circuit St Croix, the B layout, so the more twisty one, for race number 4. So this is the reverse grid race following on pretty much immediately from the last race we had at Kyoto. We finished that one in 7th, didn't do too well to be honest, not one of my favourite tracks. Whereas this is one of my favourite tracks, I do like it here, I do tend to go quite well. So we'll get underway with the action. Half an hour race is normal, but I may well choose to cut the action through, just about. I haven't actually watched this through yet. I know bits and bobs of action throughout, and some of the boys have mentioned some bits, so I'll see what happens. So we'll get this one underway. Press play. So it's a short one down to turn 1. It's not very long at all. Flick traction control on to get away from the line. I do dip that off as soon as the start's done. There we go. And we are away. Nissan Elvis hasn't got away too well, but someone who has got away well is ADG. He started climbing already. Short one down to turn 1 then. Everyone seems to make it through here quite easily. No issues to report of so far. So the two Porsches out in front, Angus McCotup, Stuart Law, both in the Cayman. We've got Diablo in the McLaren, 2 NSXs B-rated. And then Moley, I think, is in an NSX as well. Him and Nissan Elvis going side by side. Coming through the S's. Moley's going to touch the grass. Is Robert's going to be able to get away from him there? Just about. Moley's still spinning out and just about avoided it. So Robert's in the Jag. Now through behind Nissan Elvis in the Peugeot. Moley down to 8th after that all off. ADG and Ginger Crackhead having a little bit of a battle. With Mighty Ginge and Dangly Ball bringing up the field to the rear. So it looks like everyone's getting through this quite cleanly, no issues so far really. I'm currently in 4th, trying to work my way past Diablo. All the while the Caymans through this very twisty bit of the track are getting away. So there's a bit of a slipstream train going on. This is it's deceptively long back straight, so most of the overtaking is going to get done at this right-hander coming up that we're braking into now. So I do go for a move on Diablo, I think. So I managed to get that move done. So that's up into 3rd now. We can start chasing after the Porsches. Robert's Hood trying to get past B-rated, but he has got Nissan Elvis for company. That Peugeot is an absolute rocket ship. It's a very fast track, this St Croix, and that Peugeot did really well. Moley's still in 8th, ADG's lost Ginger Crackhead a little bit now. He's now got Mighty Ginge for company. And last race's winner, Dangly Bolt in the Toyota 86. That car will come into its own later on in the race. We're going to have to pit for tyres, most of us. He won't. I think he can pretty much no stop the entirety of this. So get ourselves back up to the front lot. So we've got Angus, Stu Law, me, B-rated just trying to navigate past Diablo. So we're not going to be able to get that done here. B-rated is probably going to have to be a little bit more patient. So Diablo will just go wide. That lets Robus through, who's absolutely battling through the field at the minute. So now it's going to be Robus on the attack against B-rated. ADG's managed to get past Moley, I just noticed down in the background. This is going to slow Diablo down coming over the bridge. Robus should be able to get this done under power. Diablo does go defensive, Nissan Elvis. Now we get a bit of a slipstream meanwhile behind. Diablo, Moley and ADG all involved in a three-way scrap as well. That's for 8th. ADG's in the TT, which is another very capable car at this circuit. Just goes a little bit wide there. AD was setting the fastest times in practice, so I knew he'd be fast here. For those over 100 of you that clicked the like button to get him back in the league. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Right, so where are we at? Robust Hoods. Me, Angus and Stu still battling away. So things are starting to calm down a little bit now. So we've still got some of the guys at the back working their way through. Still a little bit wide there, but Angus isn't going to be able to get that move made. Yeah, things are starting to even out slightly. We've still got some of the guys at the back working their way through. Still very tight, so we're still in the train, as we call it. So everyone's sort of slipstreaming each other and just getting moves made as and when they can. So there's only a couple of cars that aren't getting the slipstream now, those that have broke off. Diablo is one of them, so he's going to start coming under attack now. Come back to the front, Robus and me. I am better on the brakes than the Jag, so I should be able to hold him out around the outside. You want the outside here, actually, if you can hold it, because it turns to the inside for the much tighter left-hander coming up. You don't want to be stuck on the outside here because it is a lot slower. You can really dig yourself into the apex. As we just see Stuart Law, Angus McCoat up, get a little bit wrong coming into there. I take advantage of that and I slide through into first place. Nissan Elvis follows me through. Robus Hood was caught up in that a little bit and has lost some time, but not too much. Importantly, he's managed to get past the two Porsches. Who are now going to come under an absolute siege from the guys behind. They're going to have dirt on the tyres. They're going to be, it's all going wrong for these guys now. Stuart gets it all out of shape. So I'm going to come past him on the bridge. There's pretty much everyone through now. Aidy's in fourth already. So he's had a good drive out so far. B-Rated held his own in fifth. Ginger Crackhead's not had a bad race so far. He's been involved in quite a little bit of battling. Dangler Balls really benefited from that chaos earlier on. He's up into ninth. Diablo is keeping the two Porsches company, who should now have clean tyres and can start mounting comebacks. It's a little bit messy, I was going to say, but everyone's made it through there nice and easily. So Nissan Elvis is starting to pile a little bit of pressure on me now. But he just gets a little bit of a tap on the wall. Robus is going to take the opportunity just to dive through. So looking back from my car, of course. Robus firmly in the slipstream with me now, and he can mount an attack for the lead. So we set 2:19.8 there, which is not a great lap at all, but that was about as good as I was getting out of this NSX. The FFs were just brutally quick here. I do seem to think I may have got my car choice slightly wrong this season, but that being said, I've picked the same cars a lot of people have, so I think we're all misled a little bit. The tyre wear has caused a little bit of an issue this season. It's led to some interesting car choices. I immediately discounted the FF cars, so we watched Robus just go down the inside now. I knew he was going for it. I didn't really see much point slowing ourselves down too much, so I just kind of gave him the space. We were all on chat together. I basically just said, look, go inside if you want to go, and just slipstream. So that's Robus through into P1, Sebastian, P1. So yeah, we've now got a little bit of a train top four branching off a little bit. That's how much better the NSX is on the brakes than the Jag. I get a much better drive out that corner. But basically it's bump drafting. But that Jag under power, even giving me slipstream, is pulling away. So it's a much quicker car. So it's Robus into P1. He's having a really good season as Robus Hood. I did race with him last season. Seeing some audacious move from me going around the outside there. I've managed to make it stick. That's the benefits of later braking on the NSX. I can make moves like that happen. Robus is going to fight back though, I have a feeling. I guess a little bit of a wall tap, that's going to give me a little bit of breathing room further back. Nest and Elvis still making a really good account of himself in that Peugeot. It's good to see he's not chrome this week. ADG currently holder of the fastest lap as well, with 2:19.1. I have a feeling he's about to better that as well, to 18.3, yeah. B-Rate is still able to hold off Molly. Dangly Ball and Ginge. Dangly Ball's had a really good race so far. Again, we weren't really expecting too much from him in that 86 until the pit stops kicked in, but he's making a good account of himself so far. And Mighty Ginge in the other NSX. Our hostess with the mostest just trying to follow him through. Mighty Ginge does go for a lovely move though at turn 3. Makes that happen. That's a brilliant little move from Mighty Ginge. Glad we caught that one, and Mighty Ginge's got so good of a run out of the corner, is able to mount an attack on B-Rated as well. So again, respectful racing between these boys. B-Rating gives him all the room in the world, without giving him the place, but gives him racing room. Mighty Ginge can now mount an attack on Moley. A little bit further back, Ginger Crackhead struggling with a Ferrari this week. Has worked out really well for him in the past, but I'm not sure it's a brilliant car for the track. Stuart Law in 10th after that off a few laps ago. I guess we're caught up in the same situation, and Diablo, who had a 6-minute pit stop last week, still in last position. Back to the top then, so Rover's still fending me off. I'm now conscious of the threat that ADG brings in that TT. I know by the end of this straight he's going to potentially be in a position to launch an attack. So I did get past Robus, but he got back past me, as you've heard. Again, I'm much later on the brakes, so I'm able to just close up that space just that much. Now it's a three-way fight for first position. All of our cars are good in different areas of the circuit. You see me, I just get my line a little bit wrong there. I have to back off the throttle. That gives Rose a little bit of breathing room, puts AGG firmly in my sights. But at the same point, neither of us are actually attacking each other. We're just getting on with it at this point. Robus just dives to break the slipstream. 2:18 lap from ADG there, so he's really putting the pace on now. I slip up the inside of Robus again. I decide to just make it happen while I had the braking advantage. For some reason these, well, I know the reason for it. These boys can take care of their tyres a lot better than I can. It's just because of my driving style. My driving style is very aggressive. I need to really work on that in these races with tyre wear. I just get swallowed up. I then make a little mistake coming up, I think. Lap 6, yeah. So I just get my line wrong, basically. Come too narrow, carry far too much speed into it, and just go off track. That's going to let ADG up into first. Robertson setting down in third. Nissan Elvis is going to start coming at me. What this does though is that basically breaks the toe that ADG and Robus the hood have given me, or would have been able to give me, so I'd say. Again, I've still got dirty tyres, so I'll brake myself coming down over the bridge. But I've got the inside line, so I'm able to hold Nissan Elvis off here, but that Peugeot's going to be really strong on the straight. So I need to be conscious that he's got a mount of attack. Meanwhile, Mighty Ginge, Molly and Dangly Ball all ganging up as well. So suddenly a comfortable podium position has turned into a bit of a fight. At this point, still relatively confident that I can fend off all these guys. Nissan Elvis is going for a little bit of a move on me. There is a little bit of contact there which sends me wide, but then there's just absolute hell breaks loose behind. So what we want to do at this point is pause and rewind, and just sort of dissect this and what happens. So we're just on board with Nissan Elvis right now. So Nissan Elvis, because of his tyre wear, just gets a little bit of understeer and taps me. No major issue with that. But then what happens is, it looks like Molly or someone else just didn't really see what was going on and careened into the back of all of us, and that caused absolute chaos. Nissan Elvis though feels he's responsible for me going off, so he is waiting up. You'll see me pass him in just a second, and then he just resumes his race. There we go. He did apologise in the chat afterwards. Absolutely no need for an apology, to be brutally honest. And I've raced with Nissan Elvis actually quite a lot. I know he's a fair driver. He's not that sort of bloke, so you get to know a lot of these guys over the weeks. And yeah, I've absolutely no doubt that that was a genuine mistake. No apology needed. If you felt it needed to wait up, that was fine. But yeah, it's just 6 to 1 after the other. That one for me. I could have potentially left him a little bit more room as well. So by the by. Right then, so we're about at the halfway point. Pit stops are going to start out potentially at the end of the next lap, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm running in 7th, Angus in 8th now, after that chaos of the last lap. Molly's in 9th, Stu in 10th still, Nissan Elvis down in 11th after waiting up for me, and Diablo still back of the pack. So I'll take you on board with ADG then as he completes his fastest lap of the race. So he's in the TT, front wheel drive, but a very capable car. So you're braking about 75 metres, trail brake into the corner. You can run 2 wheels over the white line anymore when you're reaching track limits. Keep over to the left, roughly when the curb starts. Turn your way in, look for the 100 metre board, brake roughly around there. You can again get 2 wheels off here if you really want to. Sometimes it does unsettle the car, so it's not always worth it. Coming down the S's then, look for the second to last billboard on the left, that's your turning point. Some cars can take this flat, some you need a lot of lift, just like AJ's doing here. These curbs can upset you, so anything more than a touch is not recommended. At the tarmac chains, a little dab of the brakes. Keep it as close inside as you can. You can run that curb coming onto the bridge, but be careful of the green AstroTurf because that will suck you off. Not in the good way. Now look for the second marshal's post on the right hand side, that's your braking point, just before 100 metres. Trail brake your way down, you can get back on the power earlier than you think for here, and again you're looking for a tarmac change on the road, or you are at least in my car. That's your lift off brake point. Bring your car to the inside. As soon as you see the barriers clearly, accelerate, and then you're on to the longest straight on the circuit. Full beams down here. Various layouts available on St. Croix. This is one of my favourites. You can see it's now purple in sector 2. The TT really comes into its own around here. You look for a brake marker about 150 metres. Again, 2 wheels off on the grass there, that's perfectly fine to do that. Back over to the right and bring yourself in for the very fast flowing SS section. No lift here, just after the bridge you can start your turn into the right and then you're straight left again. Down the hill, this can upset the car as you can see. And just want to avoid the barrier on the right hand side. Your braking markers roughly the 100 metre board. I was coming down to 30 here. Keeps it in 4th just to limit wheel spin, and through he goes. This is going to be, I'm going to guess 218 something. It's 217.9. Brilliant lap there by ADG. So while AD completed that lap, pit stops happened, so that's just on board him at that point. So Mike Ginge hasn't yet pitted, he's now promoted up into 2nd. Robus is the next pit stopper. AD I think is pit stopped as well. Yeah, pit stopped a lap early. So Robus has pitted as well, he's now going to the end. Ginger Cracker hasn't pitted yet. He was running a bit further down if you remember. Dangly Ball has pitted. So he's not got fresh rubber on that car. B-Rated's pitted and in 6th at the minute. Angus McCollum hasn't pitted yet in the Porsche, but the Porsche is really good tyre wear. So it's probably more capable of staying out than most other cars. So Angus is just holding off a charge from Nissan Elvis. Nissan Elvis, who hasn't pitted yet, is going to be getting a ton of understeer out that Peugeot. He's still more risky with the barriers once more. Again, he's not pitted. Diablo hasn't pitted. I have. I'm in 11th now after my pit stop all the way back down. I've now got a lot of work to do if I want to get anything out of this race. I've got about 30 minutes to climb up the order. So Diablo effectively just lets me go there. He knows I'm on fresh tyres and there's probably not much point in fighting it. And Molly's just pitted as well. He is in last at this minute in time. But there's a lot of guys up ahead that look to pit now. This one hasn't though. ADG is now going to just start building a gap. The next reasonable threat is Robust the Hood, who's in third. As we just see Mighty Ginge spin it off on that. It's very easy to do that. A couple of cars did that, to be fair. As you can see there, down the somewhat pathetic commentating, isn't it? I said pathetic, not pathetic. That was where you start. So that's B rated through into 5th position. He's having a good race so far. He's B rated, absolutely clean. We should see some more pit stops happen roughly now, I think, unless some people want to brave the no stop. I think this is a man who should pit though. So I take the opportunity to just fly down the inside of this. I know he's there. He seems to just get out of the way. Stu Law taps the wall, I have to just dive out of the way. But Nissan Elvis isn't pitting. Brave. Lap 11 then. 4 or 5 minutes left to go in this one. We see the battle for the final podium position taking place. Mighty Ginge versus Dan Levaux. NSX versus Toyota. So as long as the Toyota's got slipstream, it's got a chance. It's a beautiful car in the corners, but not so great in the straights. NSX relatively equal stats, but I reckon the Toyota just slips it in the corners owing to its shorter wheelbase. Also a little bit kinder on its tyres, so towards the end of this stint, Ginge's tyres do start to wear off a little bit. Daniel should be able to take advantage of that. Meanwhile, B-rated Ginger Crackhead having a little bit of a battle behind as well. Is winning that one so far. Gets a lovely line into here. Beautiful exit as well. He's going to stick it defensive. So Ginger Cracker's got to have his work to do. Oh no, he pulls over to the right hand side. So he's either not too worried about the threat of Ginger Cracker or he's going to let him through. Off the smoke on the brakes there, but I think those guys are just trying to work together a little bit. I'm in 7th, so I have managed to climb up from last, but unless those two guys ahead start really fighting, this is about as good as my race is going to get after that lap 6 incident, which is a shame because I was on for a podium. Molly is behind, but I am pulling a little bit of a gap. Angus Makoto, Nissan obviously is not pitted, Dablo, and we've lost Stu Law along the way. So these two are still battling away. Ginger Crackhead's winning out of the race now between him and B-Rated. If I missed that pass, I'm going to guess it was at the end of that straight. They always are. Can the NSX come back at him? Ginger Crackhead, is he going to stay defensive? No, he comes back over to the left hand side. B-Rated is going to go for it on the exit. It's a drag race down to turn 1, but B-Rate's going to have the inside line, so as long as he's alongside, he should get the move done. That being said, as we've discussed before, you want to be on the left for the turn after this, so Ginger Crackhead might have a good chance. Yeah, he's going. He's going. So the dangly ball Mighty Ginge race has simmered down a little bit. Meanwhile, the first and second place are sort of breaking away from the pack now, so Robus has basically escaped. Mighty Ginge and Dangly Ball, they were having a bit of a battle for a couple of laps, which helped him, but no doubt his consistent pace has helped as well, and ADG's just in another league at this minute in time. He's absolutely rocketing away. Dangly Ball has managed to close back in on Ginge. Will he go for a move down the end of the back straight? See how close the field is. Still there's not a ton of time between us. Oh, we've been racing for 30 minutes now. This is going to be Dangleball's last chance to get this move made, so if he needs a really good exit off this corner, it needs to stay in that NS axis slipstream. They both do really well there. See the NSX even giving that car slipstream, he's managing to keep it at bay. Still has to go defensive. Dangleball is going to go a long way round. This is a attempt there, but Ginger's manages to hold him off for now. Let's give kudos to people across the line. Then HG dominating race, fastest lap, and a great result for AD as it rejoins the league. League 1 win for AD. Robus Hood brings home another impressive result, second place for Robus. Ginger managed to hold off the Dangleball assault and the last podium position. Dangleball does solidify 4th. Ginger Cracker just about saw off B-rated at the end, and he'll claim 5th. B-rated is 6th with me just behind in 7th. I was really gaining on those guys in the last lap or so, but alas was not enough. Moley in 8th, Angus Makoto up in 9th with Nissan Overston 10th. And then our last finisher today is going to be Diablo, who comes home in 11th. That concludes the coverage of race number 4. The next week's racing, we go to Red Bull Ring and Dragon Trail Seaside. So 2 good tracks for me, to be fair. I'm quite looking forward to that one. And then we've got Spa, Laguna Seca coming up. A few good tracks actually in the next couple of weeks, so we hopefully will have better results than this week. And that's it. So thank you all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, and until the next one, I'll see you later.